Everyone has a story to tell. So what's yours? Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social media. Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Flash. Today's guest is the former SA president of UAlbany, and he's a current software engineer for Walt Disney. Allow me to introduce to you Felix Abreu. So tell me, what made you interested in being an engineer?
Wow, that takes me back. So growing up, well, my name is Felix. Just to add on to that, I grew up in the Bronx. I had 5 brothers and 5 sisters, but I only grew up as like 5 of my sisters and 2 of my brothers at the time. And whenever something wrong happened with a computer, it was between me and my brother. It would be either of us to figure out what we had to do to fix it. We got our first computer. I remember we had it was that card game. I forgot the name of the card game that you could play on the computer.
Oh yeah, for like solitaire.
Yeah, and seeing like whenever an error happened, I would read a message, and my sisters, they'll be like, "Yo, how do you fix this?" They just keep clicking, and I'm like, there has to be a way to fix it,
Yeah.
So I just read what the message said, and I would go on Google and I would search what the message was, and then from there I'll fix it.
Yeah.
But it was cool because every time it happened again, I already knew what to do. So yeah, that's when I first got like introduced to like the whole idea of computer science, and that's where like my passion started growing to that. I was just like interested in learning more about it.
So, what is it like to be Hispanic instead?
Oh man, it's interesting. There's this thing called imposter syndrome. I'm not sure if you've heard it before. It's a common term that's used when they're referring to minorities in like certain fields. And I personally, I feel like I get imposter syndrome sometimes, in the sense that, as a Latino, having gotten to where I'm at now, sometimes I don't believe that I actually did it, And it's just like, I'm like, yo, do I really belong here? Like, is this all just luck, or is this actually, me working and, earning it? And it's just like, when you do earn it, it feels really great. Yeah, so it's just pushing towards that.
So, you currently are a software engineer at Walt Disney.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
So the company I work for, Reviture, they're basically not a consulting company, but they go ahead and provide training. So, college graduates, minimum requirement is just to have, a college degree, and they basically train you on the current technologies that are being more commonly used today. So I started off with them, and what they do is they train you. After they train you, they prepare you, and they pitch you to their customers, their clients.
Yeah.
They're saying, yo, we got an engineer, they know this technology, let's set up an interview. And that's how it all happened. What happened, I got introduced to the company. I had an interview with them, and they told me that it was gonna be Orlando, but they didn't tell me it was Disney yet. So I was just like, okay. But it turned out to be out at the Walt Disney, and it was just a crazy experience. So, but yeah, it all started off with Reviture.
So, what was it like graduating from UAlbany and like looking for jobs and interviews? Like, what was that process like for you?
If you're a senior, as soon as you start your senior year, you should start looking for a job opportunity. Specifically in the computer science field, at least, a lot of employers tend to give offers at the beginning of the year. The August, September area. So the goal, if you're a senior, you should start looking like your senior year. As far as how the process is, you gotta be patient. You gotta learn. I first started off. I graduated in May. And then from May to September, I wasn't working at that time. I was doing a lot of like freestyle stuff, doing flyers for people. They'll be like, yo, can you do this? And I was like, I got you. But I was applying to places, and God opened up the door, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna start with this. It may not be the most ideal thing, I want at the moment, but I'm gonna start with it, and I'm gonna ride with it. So yeah, that's been pretty much it.
So you transferred here to UAlbany, and a couple years later you became the SA president. Tell me, what was that feeling like for you?
Man. Yeah, it was crazy. So we're here in Alden, right?
Yeah.
And I used to be an RA in Pierce Hall. I was an RA on the 3rd floor, but they had a poster, and I saw it, and I was like, wow, it just took me back. As far as the SA president transition, it was interesting. I've always like enjoyed being involved, mainly because I get to help people out.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest things. I want to be able to, if I can, put you in a position where you can better yourself. I would love to do that. Let me orient you in whatever way I can. Be it being a friend or not. And having started off with involving myself and then working, and I remember like the semester before elections, you know, people were asking, why are you gonna do it? And people were asking me because I was mad involved.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, yo, you're involved in a lot of things, are you gonna do it? And you know, I was just like, wow, people actually believe in me. You feel me? Like, yo, all you really need is somebody that believes in you, and they tell you that they believe in you. And it was just like, that kind of pushed me. I was like, wow, all these people think I can actually do it.
Yeah.
I should go ahead and give it a try, man, you know? From there, it's crazy. You would have never thought it when I first got here, my first year.
Yeah. So last but not least, for young viewers that are watching this and are thinking about going into the engineering field, what advice do you have for them?
If you're an engineer and you go to the University at Albany, feel free to, you know, reach out to me in LinkedIn. My LinkedIn name is Felix Noah Abreu. You know, what I can do on my end is, you know, offer advice in whatever way I can. Mentorship is key, and having somebody that can actually mentor you and tell you, yo, these are the things you should probably start focusing on during your college career, you know, that's something to have and something to value. So I'm willing to do that on my end. If you're looking for other mentors, you know, there are a lot of opportunities for the minorities in the STEM field right now and are looking for a job. If you're a junior or even freshman, from freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, there's this organization called Code 2040. And Code 2040 is a nonprofit organization, and their goal is to connect, you know, minority students to the big opportunities in tech. You know, they have a lot of great programs you can definitely apply to. I recommend, you know, and yeah, it all starts now, and it's all in your mentality. Like, if you considering to start, like, looking for something now, start it, you know, get to it.
Thanks for being on the show.
Appreciate it, bro. Always. Thank you.